In 1936, the General Motors factory in Flint, Michigan was shut down by union workers of the Fisher Body Plant No. 1. Car production was at a standstill because the workers wanted higher wages and better working conditions. The Depression was near its end, however, the working class individuals were not properly compensated. The United Auto Workers Union fought to change the unfair conditions. The workers sat down on the job in the plants. When the company police tried and failed to enter the factory, the situation was dubbed the Battle of Bull's Run.
The Battle of Bull's Run was the turning point for everyone involved as the importance of the UAW was recognized. The UAW had formed in 1935, 2 years before the strike. They were barely recognized even when they went on strike, but they had never tried a sit-down strike. The workers only got 45 cents an hour, and the lines were moving very quickly. As the Depression was near its end, the economy had just gotten back on its feet. Americans could buy cars again. To increase production, GM created the speed-up line system. Workers at the plant got angry and started talking about striking.
On December 30th at high noon, the workers sat down on the job and shut down production at GM's Fisher Body Plant No. 1. Over the duration of 43 days, the UAW was on strike. On January 11th, Flint and Company police tried to enter the factory, but strikers wouldn't let them in, so then they started tear gassing the factory and eventually shooting. "16 people were wounded, 11 strikers and 5 police officers. One lady told the police they were cowards and asked the other women to stand by their loved ones on the picket line. After 6 hours, the police retreated as the wind had shifted directions and the tear gas had affected the officers.
The UAW faked a meeting with spies from GM and let slip that they were going to go on strike at Plant No. 9. All the company police were sent there, leaving Plant No. 4 unguarded. The UAW really planned to take No. 4, but only the most trusted members were told that. Even workers at No. 9 said it was the real thing. When the workers at No. 9 went on strike, police went in and large fights started. A worker leaned out the window and yelled to the woman emergency brigade that the police were strangling them, so the women started breaking all the windows they could. They gave workers at No. 4 just enough time to barricade the entranceways, with Plant No. 4 taking GM had to negotiate with the UAW.
Negotiations started on February 3rd. The GM officials and UAW workers refused to be in the same room, so Governor Frank Murphy went between the two rooms. The negotiations lasted 8 days. Finally, on February 11th, the negotiations ended and GM and UAW reached an agreement. The agreement was 1 page long, and it stated that UAW was the sole bargainer for workers. They also got a 10% raise and a 2-week vacation, amongst other things. These negotiations led to more negotiations between the UAW, Ford, and Chrysler companies. The UAW is still influential to this day, all because of the turning point of Bull Run.